I'm trying to uncomplicate things in life, because a lot of complication leads to a lot of frustration. A lot of frustration leads to a lot of stress. A lot of stress leads to a lot of illnesses. A lot of illnesses lead to a lot of deaths. So I feel like I'm more into myself now.
Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes.
Hello world, it's your fire goddess EnvisionEsha here. I am coming at y'all today with a new update on my FreeForm Loc journey. And yeah, if you probably like, what are you talking about? Check out my last video, because it goes into detail on how I started my journey and why I started my journey. And today I'm just basically giving an update on what I've been going through for the past 2 months with a new hairstyle that I've never had before ever in my life. I've had like short wigs, I've had a short cut per se, but not like this. Okay, so with everything going on in the world, change is very necessary to myself and for everyone else. People will eventually see the power of change just through people like me sharing their stories, and you know, just things going on in the world. It's gonna just be a matter of time when people realize that change is happening. And with change, you have to either be on the good side of it or the bad side of it, and ultimately the decision is up to you, because nobody else is making these choices for you. So that's what I'm deciding. I'm deciding on what choices I want to make in my life, right? And how to make a better life for myself, just by simply being a avid learner and being analytical. With that being said, let's get into the journey. So it's been 2 months. It's almost 2 months, honestly. I'm gonna say today that I'm recording this video is probably like August 7th, I want to say. A lot has been going on, but it's so small yet so impactful. You understand what I'm saying? The things that I've been going through are like, my wash days are not as long, and I don't really have to worry about making sure my hair is dry and all that kind of stuff. Like, it literally does what it wants to do. I just make sure it's moisturized after I get out the shower with some oil. I've been feeling a lot more free with just having a lot more time to not have to worry about my hair as much. And that gives me time to focus on stuff that I really need to work on, which is like my shadow work, my mental health, my kids, my husband, cooking, cleaning, organizing. Not saying that my hair isn't important. My hair is very important, but is it that important that I want to spend a whole bunch of time maintaining it and washing it for so long and drying it, styling it, detangling? I don't want to do that. It's just not in me. Like, do I want to do it all the time? No, absolutely not. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Like, that's, yeah, it's not for me. I don't like it. I'm not saying that I can't do it, but my choice in my life right now is to focus on the more important things. And I focus on my hair when I need to, and I give my hair the sun that it needs when I go outside and I meditate or I just sun gaze. And I just, yeah, I feel like I just eat healthier, and all of that allows my hair to do the work that it needs to be done. Outside of me washing it, of course, and moisturizing it. Like, it's really not that complicated for me. Like, I'm trying to uncomplicate things in life, because a lot of complication leads to a lot of frustration. A lot of frustration leads to a lot of stress. A lot of stress leads to a lot of illnesses. A lot of illnesses lead to a lot of deaths. So I've been realizing that about myself. Like, instead of focusing so much on external things in life, find a balance between external and internal. You know what I mean? So me focusing more on just more aspects of myself, like me just focusing on more aspects of how to be better, how to be a better version of me, or into myself now. I'm not so much into everybody else's world as I used to be. And that's because I'm embracing myself more. I'm loving myself more. And I can't express how important it is to love yourself outside of the flesh, outside of what you can see, honey. I can't stress that. I can't stress it. I told myself a lot when I was younger that I loved myself, and it got deeper. It got deeper than that. Like, when I used to tell myself I loved myself, it was just what I can see about myself, about what other people were telling me about myself. But did I go deep down inside and find like what I want around me and why not? Like, I didn't think on that level. You understand? So now that I'm thinking on that level and making changes in my life, cutting things out of my life that no longer serves me, cutting things out of my life that no longer serves me, cutting things out of my life that no longer serves me,
cutting things out of my life that no longer serves me.
It just shows that, like, through my hair journey, that a lot of things that I used to think were important are not that important. I'm gonna say that again. A lot of things that I used to think were important, they're no longer important to me. And that's because I've experienced more in my life, and I've been paying attention to what's been going on in my life. And I'm like, okay, so if that person is doing that, then I don't like that. I'm not gonna hang out with that person, okay? I'm gonna act like everything's okay when it's not. I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not here for that. You understand? So, with that being said, for my 1 to 2 month update, I have just learned more about appreciating my own time and appreciating the time that I have with the people that I love. Because at the end of the day, all that we have left behind is how we treat one another and how we impacted each other's lives. So I'm focusing more on that now. I'm focusing more on how I can impact my children's life on a daily basis, rather than occasional, or, you know what I mean? Like, I want to really be there for them. And it's like, not really want. I'm being there for them. I'm being there for them, okay? And if I'm not there because I'm focused on something else, then my husband is there. And that's so important to me, because I came from a household where that stuff really didn't matter. Like, you being there for your child is good, but you going to school, honey. You going to auntie's house. You going to somebody else's house. You know what I mean? So for me to have such a hands-on experience with my children, it means so much to me that I can't even express in this one video because it's gonna be too long. Okay. So for those that don't know, I am homeschooling my children. I want to say full-time, but it's just like, that's just my life. Like, that's just how my life is, and I'm choosing that because the education system has never really been helpful to build wealthy children. That's what I'm gonna say. And I want my children to be wealthy physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in every aspect that they can. And if they're lacking on something, then they have to receive it from somewhere else. So might as well just have it all in one and call it homeschool, okay? We're gonna find another name for it, because I feel like homeschool is so like it's so well known. Like, I want it to be well known for us, but in a different way, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm gonna find a creative word for it. But until then, yeah, that's how this month has been going for me as far as my hair is concerned. That's just where it is with my hair, with my life, and how my hair has such an impact on my day-to-day. So for next month, we'll see what changes. As y'all can see right now, I haven't moisturized my hair today, but I did moisturize my hair, I want to say yesterday or the day before. Either way, I need to moisturize my hair today, so I'm gonna go do that. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing y'all on my next update, and I hope you take from this video something that you can potentially put into your life or add to your life. And I want us all to live great. I feel like the world has enough for everyone, and we don't have to be fighting each other for it, because that's not what we're here for. We're not here for chaos and war. We're here to love each other. That's just what it is for me. Like, that's just literally what it is. So anything other than what I feel is best for me or my family, it will no longer be a part of our life. And it's really just that simple. Once you think about it, it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, you know? If you don't get it, then this video is just not for you, and I'm just not for you, because I'm not for everybody. And I hope you know that as well. Like, it's okay to not be liked, and it's okay for people to be like, oh girl, your hair ugly right now, I'm gonna need for you to put some earrings in. Like, it's okay if you feel like that. Like, that makes sense. Like, you're just not on my vibration, and that's just fine, you know? Like, it's okay that we're different. Like, I just don't have to hang out with you. We don't have to hang out with each other. And it's not like animosity type of thing. It's just we're on two different pages. That's literally it. You understand? And like, we can come together if it makes sense, but if it don't make sense, then why force it? That's why I live a natural, simplistic life, and that's why I'm gonna say I'm working on that, because there's some things that's still kind of like all over the place in a sense that we're still working on. But that's why my goal when I wake up is to just live a happy, productive, and peaceful life, like, and simple life. Like, I don't want too much of anything. I want what's for me, you understand? And I want for what's for me to be for them. Like, if you're for me, be for yourself too, because there's no way you can be for me and you don't love yourself. Because if you love yourself, then you can love somebody else. But if you don't love yourself, how do you know how to love something other outside of you when you haven't really loved you? These are some questions that you should just think about on a daily basis, or whenever you have the time to think and reflect. It may not be every day. My point is to just focus on what matters in your life, and if that means focusing on people that will help you to see the beauty in you, then do that, okay? I'll be back for my next update maybe shortly. I don't know, maybe in the next month or so. I'm making it happen. So peace, love, transparency. Always spread love, spread positive vibes, and spread just more awareness to people that actually want to learn, you know? I hope y'all enjoyed it. See ya.
I've been in the booth speaking to my soul. You know that I'm true. Either way it go, either way. My soul. If your intentions are not pure, I can't let you get too close, cause I'm vibrating high. Ain't got time for your ego. Good vibes, good vibes.